الحمد لله ثم الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وبعد. إخوة الإيمان، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. مرحبا بكم لحضوركم هذا وتمتعنا به. جزاكم الله خيرا. Alhamdulillah, we give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that has given us the opportunity to have this program up again, and we are welcoming you for your presence, and Alhamdulillah, we are so thankful for that. Now, I welcome to NUUN Institute program where Attajweed is the way, where they train our tongue so that we'll be reciting the Qur'an in the perfect way. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا, and you should recite the Qur'an with measure, with the measure, with tajweed. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for me and you. Alhamdulillah, on our program, a tajweed program that we scheduled and we give as our CTP, our community development program for the universe, for the ummah at all. Alhamdulillah, we've reached a sukuun. We've taken it from what tajweed is, we've taken it from what huruf al-hija and also al-hawakat. Now, alhamdulillah, we are on sukuun. From this sukuun, we are trying to bring out some principles. We are trying to bring out some alphabet that when they carry sukuun, they have a specific principle to be applied. From our last program, we look at NUUN-Saakinah. The previous one before that, we look at NUUN-Saakinah. Previous one before that, we look at what? Al-Qalqala. When you go back to our records, when you go back to our clips, you see it all. Today, inshallah, we are having with us Annuunus-Saakinah. What is NUUN-Saakinah in the Qur'an? النون-Saakinah in the Qur'an is that noun khaliyatun عن الحركة. Is that noun you see in the Qur'an that they will put any haraka on it. However, the meaning of it is that noun carries sukuun. So you will either see it like this. This is how it will be in the Qur'an. The khaliyatan and al-haraka, it will be presented. You will see it khaliyatan. That it will be what? It will not carry what? It will be of what? Al-haraka. The haraka that we've known, the fatha, kasra, dhamma. So it will not be there. You will not see it. Is it that you see it like this in the Qur'an, or on the normal nature when you are checking the Arabic, or when they put haraka, you see it what? You see it like this. You see the sukuun on it. And we've known what it is. It means that it has no it has no sound to be attributed to it. But one thing so surprising about NUUN-Saakinah is that when it carries sukuun like this, or it is presented like this, it means you should apply nasalization. And that is why we have different ruling guiding it. In this our introduction today, you will learn what NUUN-Saakinah is, and we have other things that their principle look alike. And it's also NUUN-Saakinah. So today, inshallah, you know what At-Tanween is. At-Tanween. What is Tanween? At-Tanween is NUUN-Saakinah tuntaqu wa la tuktab. النون-Saakinah tuntaqu wa la tuktab. When we are saying Tanween is a shorthand for what? NUUN-Saakinah. That is, the same attribute is given for them. Tuntaq. The NUUN-Saakinah will what? It will reflect in what you are pronouncing. Wala tuktab, but it will not be written. And how will you know? It means the haraka or the alphabet that is carrying this Tanween, it has something at the end, like NUUN-Saakinah, like this. But tuntaqu, it will reflect. Wala tuktabu, it will not be written down. Now, Tanween, how will you get to know? How will you know it in the Quran? How will you differentiate it? Known as Tanween is represented with haraka, whereby you double the haraka on an alphabet. That is, you put the same alphabet at a time on a or the same haraka, the same sound on a alphabet. That is the symbol. What is symbolizing that sound, you will now repeat it at a time on the same on the same alphabet at a time. Look at it. You want to use Fataha, you put Fataha, Fataha. You want to use Kasra, use Kasra, Kasra. Or Dhamma, Dhamma, Dhamma. That is, the alphabet will be written at in twice. I mean, the alphabet and the haraka will be written at a times. With two symbols. You see, Doma Doma, Fata Fata, Kaso Kaso at a time on the same portion, on the same alphabet, symbolizing that alphabet is original. The name is original, and that name in its nature, it carries Kaso or it carries Fata, it carries Doma. Behind it, we have known that will not be written, but it will be reflected, and that NUUN carries sukuun, and that is why we said when we are treating this principle, we are treating NUUN Saakinah. That's what leads us to that. But you also be getting to know what At-Tanween is. Let us have it. What we call NUUN Saakinah is النون خالية عن الحركة تكتب وتنطق. تكتب وتنطق. In some definition, they will say النون هي النون الساكنة هي النون التي لا حركة لها. It has no sound, it has no haraka, it has no vowel, and that is what we call Annuunus-Saakinah. That is khaliya, it is of al-haraka, of vowel. And we know what vowel is. We have three vowel or three basic vowel, and that is what we call Fataha, Kasra, Dhamma. Now the Annuunus-Saakinah, it will not carry this, it will not carry this, it will not carry this. Now, from there, we got to know that there is another thing that we use as a symbol in showing that you apply the same thing you are applying for Annuunus-Saakinah that you are saying physically, that you are saying that it will reflect in your pronunciation, and it will be written down, and that thing is what At-Tanween. And that is why we have Fatatain, Kasratain, Dhammatain, which means harakat fatatain, harakat let's say alamatu tanween, alamatu fatahatain, alamatu kasratain, alamatu dhammatain. And that is why in our places it's so commonly pronounced as fatahatain, kasratain, dhammatain. And what its name is what? Fatahatan, kasratan, dhammatan. That is, nothing preceded it. There's not there's nothing possessing it, like they are not attaching a word before it. But when they are saying fatatain, kasratain, dhammatain, it means something comes before it, like alamatu fatatain, alamatu kasratain, alamatu dhammatain, or something like that. And that is what we call At-Tanween. Inshallah, we will now be explaining the principle. But before that, let us give us a little exercise so that we get what we are saying. We have NUUN Saakinah like this, and we have At-Tanween. At-Tanween like this. This for the transliteration of the sound. This is the sound. In NUUN Saakinah, the sound is in, that is, you apply nasalization. you apply what you call gunna. That's its nature. NUUN Saakinah, that's what? Its nature. Now, when we are talking about the principle, inshallah, we'll explain, I will give some key to it. Now, the sound is this. When we now see this is standing with what? We've known what fatha is. The sound for fatha is what? Ah. Now, we put the sound. And the kasra, the sound is. And you put the sound in the doma, the sound is. Now you put the sound on. Now, which means when you see the NUUN Saakinah, what will firstly come to your mind is to bring what? The sound from where? The what? Al-Gunna, to apply Gunna, to apply Gunna, to apply what? Nasalization. Now, we will now be telling ourselves how and to which extent will it be what? Applied. And why should it show like this? And why should it not show like this? And when should it be? And the exercise that I'm intended to give ourselves is, let us look at this. This is NUUN. It carries fatha. This is NUUN. It carries kasra. And this is NUUN. It carries dhamma. And this is another NUUN. It carries sukuun. Okay, and this is NUUN. It carries fathatan, or it carries fathatain. Look at it. If it is Harabiya, they will know that it carries that way. It carries. It will work on fathatan. Yeah, it will not fathatain. Now here it carries what? Kasratain, and here it carries what? Dhammatain. Now the exercise. Here, what we pronounce here is what? Na. Na. There is no need of applying what? Gunna. Why? Because of the what? Sound. Here, ne. Ne. The attribute of NUUN having nasalization in it, the gunna, it will not show. Because of the what? Of the sound. No. It will not show because of the what? Of the sound. Look at this. In, and this doesn't, it shows that NUUN is what? It should be treated exceptionally. It should be treated exceptionally. And that is what we are having what? Principles for it. The NUUN itself, what we know is when an haraka carries sukuun, it has no sound. What we know is, and now should we now call this sound? No, it's not haraka. It's what? It's gunna. It is an attribute. And that is why some ulama, they count the gunna among the what? Alphabets. So, now inshallah, we will now given the principle guiding it is 4. The principle guiding is what? Is 4. And inshallah, we'll be taking it one by one. Now look at this. Now let us now look at this. Let us update this. Now this one will be, this is no can you what? Fathatan or fathatan. Now you see, when it carries fathatan or it carries fathatain, let us anyhow, you see it means that we have the first NUUN carrying fatha. The second NUUN comes, it carries sukuun. This farah carrying what? It carries what? It carries kasra. Another one comes, carries sukuun. And this NUUN carrying dhamma. Another one comes, carrying sukuun. Now, if you are to call it, to what? To call it, I'll pronounce NUUN, NUUN. This nin, and this one NUUN. The sound has been different or has been differentiated. The sound I made has been differentiated with the first one, which is na, ni, no. This one, and now it means nan, nin, nun. Now let me make it easy for us to apply by reciting Qur'an. Now the principle, let's just mention the principle, and we call this class today, we call it a day. We have 4 principles guiding it. The first one, ahkam, النون الساكنة. And in the kutub you see it said والتنوين, because you're applying the same thing. The first one is al-izhar, the second one is al-idgham, the third one is, okay, let me put it here, the third one is al-ikhfa, the fourth one is what? Al-iqlab. Jazakumullahu khair. What? Al-iqlab. Now, izhar, if you know what it is. If you don't know, let me just give you a shortcut. It means you make it clear. Then you finish all the sound before entering into the immediate alphabet that comes before it, and which inshallah will be treating it very soon. It means none. Before finishing the sound, you make the sound, that gunna that you want to make, that gunna that you want to make, that gunna that you want to make, you make it inside that alphabet. That is, that the sound in will not finish until you make the gunna into the what? You insert it into the what? The next alphabet. And this ikhfa, and that is why here they usually use the kalma fi, in. And this one, ikhfa, that is, you make the sound to and the side of it, you make it, before entering it, you make the sound, but not perfect, but you apply gunna before entering the what? The next alphabet that comes. That the principle is what? Ikhfa. And that is why in the you make use of enda. In this is how when you want to state the principle you've applied, you said idgham, or I mean izharu NUUN Saakinah enda, that alphabet that we are yet to mention. This you say enda of that alphabet that you are yet to mention. And iqlab, the same thing, just that the alphabet itself, the known, that known, instead of saying you find something that has the same attributes with that known, and which is it? It is name. You now replace it stylishly with what? For that known, so that it will be easy to call the alphabet that is under this space. And here it has 6 alphabets. Here it has 6 alphabets. When you apply, you calculate all the alphabets, I will have 28 alphabets. This one, ikhfa, it has 15 alphabets. This one has 1 alphabet. 6 plus 6, 12. Plus 1, 13. Plus 15, 28. Now let's make it easy. We are hoping to see you in the next clip, where we'll be giving explanation on each alphabet. Hada wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.